Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this war is going to a whole new level. Poland and Bulgaria have refused to pay Putin in rubles, and they just got cut off today. Poland, which is sitting right here. Now, the color lines are showing you what countries get the Russian gas. So here's Poland, and Bulgaria is right here. He just cut both of them off. He just cut both of them off. So Russia shuts off gas supplies to Poland and Bulgaria. Now, didn't he say back in March that he wants to be paid in rubles? He told you this weeks ago. So he's letting he means what he said. So Russia has cut off natural gas supplies to Poland and Bulgaria, dramatically escalating its response to Western sanctions imposed on Moscow over the war in Ukraine. Russia state energy giant Gazprom said in a statement Wednesday that it had fully halted supplies to Poland gas, PG, and Bulgaria Bulgargas after they refused to meet the demand by Moscow to pay in rubles rather than euros or dollars. The European Commission described the decision to halt supplies as an attempted blackmail and said it was coordinating a response among EU member states. Europe can trust that we will unite and in full solidarity with the member states impacted in the face of their new challenge. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of people that are not going to be able to come and go as they please or use any type of transportation in both of these countries. It's going to be a huge problem. Okay, so Europeans count on our full support. The European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, this is what they said in a statement. NIG, which is Poland's gas company, confirmed Wednesday that they were no longer receiving gas from Russia through the Yamel pipeline and accused Gazprom of a breach of contract and said that it was able to meet its customers' demand for gas despite the cessation of delivery. So they said there is no gas coming through the pipeline to Poland at all. Oh my goodness. Y'all grab the popcorn because this thing is intensifying. And the thing is, see, all of you folks that were all over videos talking about this was going to end soon, this was going to end soon, where are you now? Where are you now? Bulgaria's energy ministry said in a statement that paying in rubles was unacceptable and that Bulgargas had fully fulfilled its obligations and had made all payments required under the contract in a timely manner, diligently and in accordance with the provisions. The news sent U.S. natural gas futures up about 3% Tuesday. And see, y'all be careful. Now, I know this is like a major thing that's happening over in Europe, but see, over here, these folks that own the gas and oil companies will seize this opportunity to justify raising the prices in the US, although Russia cutting off gas to Poland and Bulgaria has absolutely nothing to do with the US and it has no impact on us whatsoever. But they'll use this. And y'all know as well as I do. They will use this to justify raising the price of gas in America. And y'all know what I mean. European gas prices jumped more than 20% on Wednesday morning before dropping back. Russia delivered an ultimatum last month to unfriendly nations that they must pay for their energy in rubles starting April 1st. Now, Hungary said they're going to just do it. They have no choice. They just depend on the Russian gas a lot in that nation. And they already said they're going to do it. And so did Kazakhstan. They said they're going to pay in rubles too. But the flow of gas had continued until Wednesday. The Kremlin said payments for gas being delivered at the time of its announcement would be due towards the end of April or the beginning of May, which is why Russia didn't immediately shut off the flow of gas to Europe. So they're saying they're ready to cut more people off. This is just the beginning. They're ready to do this. President Vladimir Putin's high stakes threat sent shockwaves through Europe, which cannot keep its economy running for long without Russian energy. Moscow sent a clear signal that it could at some point reduce natural gas flows. The announcement by Gazprom that is unilaterally stop delivery of gas to its customers in Europe is yet another attempt by Russia to use gas as an instrument of blackmail. So this is what the president of the UN is saying. This is unjustified and unacceptable. EU members, they met Wednesday to coordinate their response. Von der Leyen said after the meeting that Poland and Bulgaria were now receiving gas from their EU neighbors. Yeah, but for how long? How long? Because now you're depleting what your citizens should be getting. So the EU would continue to work to secure sufficient supplies and storage in the medium term, including liquefied natural gas from the United States and other partners, she added. Today, the Kremlin failed once again in its attempt to sow divisions between Europeans. The Russia era of fossil fuels in Europe will come to an end. Yeah, but it's not coming to an end now. You know, it's just like years ago when you heard about people switching to electric cars and they said, oh, this is the way of the future. And everybody is not gravitating towards electric cars. It's still using, most of the cars still require fuel. They're not electric. So, Poland and Bulgaria said they had been preparing for the possibility of Russian action and that supplies to businesses and households were unaffected for now. At present, no restrictive measures have been imposed on gas consumption in Bulgaria, and the energy ministry added. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will follow this. Look, the West is on this propaganda game. So you got to really be careful about what you hear in the news in the US. What you got to do is look the same story up in foreign news. All right. Because, they're going to keep that. Oh, they're winning the war. Oh, they're not affected by Russia turning off gas. And I want y'all to remember when there was a breach. Remember when the pipeline was hacked in the US? Remember how fast it started impacting everything? And some gas stations couldn't even pump gas. Y'all remember that, right? But they want to convince you that Russia shutting off gas through two nations, it's not having no impact. They want you to believe that. But we saw evidence that it has quite an impact right here in the US when the pipeline was shut down. So, who are you going to believe, ladies and gentlemen? You going to believe their lies, or are you going to believe what your eyes are seeing? That's what you're going to have to ask yourself. So, I'm kind of leery about believing what's coming out of the US because we got evidence that you were heavily impacted when the flow of gas had stopped on the pipeline here. I'm just saying. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.